you want to see him? Do you want to see him? Say yeah! Say yeah! Say ho! Say ho! Ho! The roof! The roof! Big on fire! Why do I just step on?
Here, 570 Fulton Street, Nicholas, Brooklyn. We're here at this shop. We're about to get this popping. I see Richie watching at the shade background. He's looking at my shade shirt. All that we sell here as well. Come check us out. We're about to start this interview and we're about to get it in.
Peace, family. Welcome to another episode of Underground Railroad Productions, UGR TV. This is your host, Brother Rich, and I'm joined back with the brother Joel Benjamin. Welcome back, brother.
Peace, shalom to the people. Black power, all that other good stuff that you use to greet each other. You're all my people. How y'all doing?
Indeed. I'm glad you said that. I like these segments that we've been doing lately, Joel. Just giving the people some quick information about things they could do to improve their life. You did one on the indigos. You did one on the foods to eat. That was very good. Today I want to talk about, I want you to focus, Joel, on 6 ways to get rid of negative energy. Now, this is a problem, Joel, no matter how positive you are. You go out there in that real world, Joel, and it seems as though somebody always tries to lower your vibration. And the confusing thing to me always have been, if you vibrate so high, why is it that somebody so low could sometimes knock you off your square? Like, you be happy like a motherfucker. Somebody come with some old foolish tomfoolery shit, and all of a sudden they make you mad. So I know, and you know, the people they're on the job. You have to watch out for the energy vampires on the job. You have to, we take public transportation, or, even at home with the family. So it's everywhere. Sometime when a person meditate, they're at peace. They want to be in that meditative state everywhere, Joel, if that's possible. They don't want to just be in bliss and meditation and then they go out and the outside world is hell. No, they want to take how they feel in that meditative state and they want to take it to their workplace. They want to take it to the streets. They want to have it at home with their kids, their husbands, their wives, their family. So this is what we're trying to obtain, Joel. This is what we're going to obtain, and you're going to help them obtain that. You're the vessel that the universe, God, whatever term you want to call it, he, she, they're going to use you today, brother, to deliver that message, and I'm grateful that you're here to deliver that message. We're going to start, Joel, 6 ways to eliminate negative energy and reclaim back your life, brother Joel. Just go in, brother.
All right, again, good day, family. Good night, whatever time you're watching it. First things first, before I even get deep into this. Now, if anybody have a problem with this type of information because people is stuck in their ways, please do not attack Brother Rich. Do not attack me. Now, some people have a problem because they might say the stuff is not long enough. You got to remember, Brother Rich is doing this out of his heart. It might sound cheesy or whatever. You probably might get it my ass, and don't edit this, Rich. But it is what it is. Now, everybody have certain times when they have to do certain things. So it's difficult. People are giving you certain information. If you don't like it and you feel it don't play to you, keep it moving. But the hate that some people have for either me, Brother Rich, or just in their life period that they have hate, and that goes into with the negativity, which you just talk about. They will go on the comment board and they will get other people. And then they'll come in your face and they'll look to get at you. Try to bring you down, everything. Especially, it makes me upset. Now, I'll say upset. It makes me very upset, especially when you're giving them certain information for free. And you have a whole bunch of other people benefiting from it. But they want to try to throw that negativity in there. and bring a person down, or they want to release certain negativity, but they don't know how to do it the right way, and the only way they feel like doing it is that misery love company. You understand? Misery is in love with sorrow, so they want to take their misery and put it on you for sorrow. So as Brother Rich said, when you're in the train and all that stuff, I'm going to show you the techniques that you need. Let's talk first on frequency. I was going to take it a different way, but of course when Brother Rich come with the questions, he asks some of the best questions as an interviewer, as far as I know. With frequency, like, I'll give you an example with my voice. It got some people, I'll be talking and they'll be like, "Oh, you're loud," and I'm not loud. I'm like, wait, is it me? You'll be talking and everybody stop and want to hear you speak. That's because it's a frequency you give off. But guess what? That frequency also attracts those negative people. All right? You'll have other, and you'll see it got people, they might have a strong voice, a light voice, a squeaky voice, and you'll also have certain people there annoyed. That's because the vibration that you're sending out is messing with something in their soul. You're activating that negativity gene and just scrambling them up. That's why they say power is in the voice. Do you know that old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me"? That's a damn lie. Especially if you get at people a certain way and you know what to say properly, you could get at them. So, what frequencies can you play when somebody or people are in a field? And I'm not just going to narrow it down to just people. Now, MC Spookism is about to come out, as people like to say, but it is what it is. You have certain entities that will go on to people to get at you. All right? If you read the Bible, if you read the Quran, hell, if you deal with Kemet, you would know that. This is nothing new. I'll give you an example. I was speaking to two young guys basically about stuff like this, what I'm now talking about. And I seen the ball of light. And that's crazy. It was a ball of light. And it went into this girl. Now, this girl, I knew her for a long time. Energy, bright, good. When she see me, always smile, want to talk with me. But I'm talking with them and I seen it. It was like plain as day. The ball was about this big, and it came from the side and just shot into her. And as soon as that happened, she started wilding out. When I said she went ham, she was, nobody want to hear this shit. And I wasn't even talking to her. I was talking to the two other brothers because they wanted the information. And I just looked at her and I said, "Yo, you've been doing this for centuries, way too long. Yo, you don't see it's not working?" And then she realized, she was like, "Oh, what are you talking about? Who are you talking to?" I was talking to that entity that was part of her, that looked to go into her. And right after I said that, you should have seen how she made a shift and like she came back to who she was. And even she looked to apologize after and was like, "Yo, I don't know what happened, this and that." They look for weaker vessels to come mess with you and destroy your energy when you go out there on the trains, when you go do this, when you go do that. Like, big up to King Simon. He got a book, "Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated." And that's because they are. And as far as I know, he should be making a part 2 on that soon. I'm going to push for him to make a part 2. So, because all this stuff he got to end up getting into as well. So, we have the high angelic frequencies. Now, like if you remember with the indigo and all this other stuff that I was getting into, you have people that hear frequencies, and I made sure I cleared it up and said, well, that's certain beings looking to communicate with you, or certain, like if government projects that's going on, you might hear that, but you'll be able to decipher which one is which once you realize what's going on and you get into it more. So, all right, let me just go over some of the frequencies real quick. 3248 hertz. Now all these that's on this frequency is going to be hertz. 570 hertz, 1926 hertz. These are hertz where they take a tuning fork and the forks make certain frequencies, as you know, break glass or whatever. These are good to keep away negative entities and people, period. That's very negative. Like this one is a next CD. This one, clean quartz and the brain. It have the ohm frequency as well on this. This is the frequency that the earth makes, that ohm. You want to get in peace, you had a very, very, very stressful, hard day, play that ohm frequency. All right? And it's no coincidence that's the sound the earth makes. When they put the different gadgets, listening device down there, every planet gives off a frequency. Everyone. All right, so we got one of my favorites. I'm going to skip to me, MI, 528 hertz. That's an excellent frequency. Now, that frequency, they use it to repair DNA. So that should tell you something. A lot of, how you say, those CSI, those type of shows that you see when the DNA is like way too far gone, they use that to look to repair DNA. So this is some amazing stuff. You could take the frequency, get a speaker, put salt, put it on a parchment paper or whatever, get salt and turn up the volume, and you'll see the salt pattern makes, each frequency will make its own different pattern. So there's certain frequencies that you have to deal with. Your voice itself is a frequency. So when you're dealing with these frequencies and you come in with these people, it's supposed to raise your energy. You're supposed to be buzzing and vibrating at a certain rate. You're supposed to be like very in tune with what's going on. And you'll notice people start watching you differently once you start listening to these frequencies. Especially like if you're a person and you talk, they would want to, anybody that's negative, trust me, they'll want to escape from there. You'll start see them bugging out, because remember what I said before, we're all like walking organ generators. So once you enhance your frequency and you do what you have to do, the rest is history. Next thing you could do is take certain spiritual baths. Certain baths and the same liquid you could use to mop, cleanse out your vehicle. So let me get into one. Wintergreen. Very, very good, powerful. For sake of time, I'm just going to give you the quick breakdown of which ones is cleansing. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Lemon eucalyptus. This lemon eucalyptus has lemongrass, lemon, and eucalyptus in it. Eucalyptus is a very, very good herb for taking out negativity and bad spiritual entities that look to come in your field. It helps also brightens up your field as well. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Had a lady I know, her own aunt was looking to do her dirty. And she was like, I feel like something in the place they was living together. I told her, listen, here, take this eucalyptus oil, those Glade plug-in refills. I said, put it in that and watch what happened. Because at first when I was telling her it was her aunt, she didn't want to listen. So she did it. And aunt started wilding out. Aunt didn't even want to stay in her own place. That's to show you how powerful eucalyptus is. And when you enhance eucalyptus with lemon, the rest is history. Somebody giving you problems on the job, people acting real stink nasty towards you, put on that lemon eucalyptus and watch what happens. The nastiest person, watch how nice they start being to you, because it releases also the scientific aspect of when you put it on. When you mix lemon with eucalyptus and the lemongrass, it releases a pheromone called the truth pheromone. Yes, go look this up. This is scientific stuff I'm giving you. It have such a thing called the truth pheromone. That's where people will want to open up to you more, just start being more nice and trust you. All right. So truth or trust pheromone. It goes by those two names. And it's actual pheromones that your body secretes. And all it really is that when you secrete this pheromone from your body, it helps put the people more at ease. So they'll feel more obligated to deal with you. Now you have nutmeg. Nutmeg is very good to bathe with, mop out, help again with that spiritual energy. One of my favorites, if not the main favorites, Penny Royale. Again, MC Spookism coming out. I'm gonna tell you a quick story with that. I was on the train. I needed money. Well, I had money, but I wanted always finding ways to do more, to better yourself and advance yourself. So that's what I was looking to do. And as it was like 5 people on the train, and I was in that sleep and wake state. I saw that figure appear right in front of me. It's like, yo, you know what you need to do. And I thought I was bugging out. And when I got out of it, I looked at the people on the train, like the 5 other dudes, or 4 other dudes, and they were watching me. Yeah, I made like the 5th one. And like the person just disappeared in front of me. So I know they thought I was bugged, like who the hell I was talking to. Found out that the herb really does exist. Haven't heard of the herb before. Come to find out it really do exist. And then when I look up the properties, which was so difficult to find, but I end up finding it, and I apply it to the bath or put it on or whatnot, it was just through the roof. It's wonderful for keeping away negative and entities, energies, people, the whole 9 yards. That's Penny Royale. Rose, believe it or not, rose oil is very, very good, especially you ladies out there that have a lot of those dudes that just think you're a whore and feel they could say any damn thing they want to you or try to catch you with that game about, oh, queen goddess, and they just harassing you. You put that on. It's good for men too, but I'm saying you put that on because rose oil, something with the rose, that it just gives you a whole type of different vibration. That's like with the auras. Like after, if I get a chance, I'll show you some aura pictures so you know, like when you start applying these things and you go take an aura picture, you'll see a big difference from before you started applying it, from when you started applying it, especially with just using just the oils. All right, and these are essential oils. Let me clear that up. These are not those regular oils that you go get. No, these are essential oils. And next, very, 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 very powerful one is the white thyme. That one is like, you mix that with Penny Royale and Hyssop Oil, it's a wrap. All right, and you can mop out with these. If you're able to mop out on your job, mop out on your job. And watch how people start wilding out. They'll be like, oh, the place smell good. But just watch the reaction of the people. Watch how they get. If you have it on, they start bugging out. Imagine if you mop out the area. Just be like, oh, something spilled. I got to mop this real quick. Put some of the mop and mop out. You will see what happened in that place. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Because, people, like, when they hear you talk and they think this stuff is a joke. But you have people that's deep into this, even the negative people that's deep into this. So, hyssop oil. Biblical oil as well. Very powerful. Hyssop oil is the bomb. And this is the pure hyssop oil. Not that cheap, watered down hyssop oil for like $5. This is the pure. You just need like a drop of this. I'm dead serious. Like a 1 drop. That's why a bottle will last you so long. It's very powerful. Same with the rose. Drop or 2. Very strong. The vibration and the smell. And it's a good smell. Geranium, very good as well. So I showed you the frequency. I showed you the oils. That's dealing with cleansing. Now, let me get into water. You have, again, water. Your body is made up of, they say 70-something% water. Then as scientists did more research, they look to say about 90% water. Okay. the frequency of water is very important. When you come around certain, if for people who's like in the Baptist faith, they definitely will know what I'm talking about. Especially certain spirits that when you pray over the water and throw it around the house, they gotta escape, go. You say the prayers, they gotta go when you apply this right. And when you take the right type of water in your body, constantly flushing out your body and exercise to help raise your vibration, this is very important. You will notice certain people won't be able to even be around you. You'll be a spouse. You got to be careful when you do this stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, because it could be a spouse, whoever. If these people is very negative and wicked, they gots to go. They gots to go. And I don't care how nice they are. They could be real nice. And once they see you getting into this type of stuff, it'll be something rising up in them. And when that stuff rise up in them, it's going to be like hell. So you have to know what to take for when that situation arise. That's how powerful these things is. Somebody is nice, and once you hit them with some of these type of stuff, you see the true them come out. And you might have your spirit, your energy, and it will be fighting against them. So that's something you gotta look out for. Now, incense, very, very important. So I'm just going to give you a few incense real quick that you could do. If it seems like I'm rushing through it, like I said, it's because of time. So we looking to just give the people the exact stuff cut and dry so they could help themselves. If any questions, y'all could always contact Rich, and I could do a part 2. It's not a problem, which I bring out even more stuff. So you have the 7 African powers incense, boss. You have the chakra incense. This one activates all the levels of your chakra. Make sure I show it properly so you could see. Alright, so we're going to start from the root and go up to the crown with these others. You have the ones that's real simple. You have the one to help with the root chakras. Alright, that's this one right here. Very, very good incense. Very good. This one has cedar wood in it. Very powerful for helping against negativity. And sandalwood. This one deal with the sacral chakra. This one have patchouli in it. Very, very good. A lot of witches like patchouli. Be mindful of that. But for people who need to help themselves or protect themselves, you could use patchouli too. So you see, you have negative people that know about these things, and they use it to work against you. So don't get it twisted and feel that, oh, well, I'll use this and they don't know about this. You're dead wrong. It also got ylang ylang, geranium, lemon, neroli, and palmarose. Now, if you notice, I mentioned some of the oils that was just here. That's in this incense. Like I said, lemon, geranium. You know, like these are some powerful stuff. So it's time, like I said, we need to start getting more back into our science and what we do. And this, I'm making sure I show these specific incense because certain people, when they say they're under attack, they feel certain areas of their body hurting them, tingling, and it's not a nice tingling. It's like a bad feeling type of tingle in the certain areas, and it's always in those different parts of the chakra of the body. So that means you need to work on those parts of your chakras. Okay, now this is for the solar plexus. This one right here, this has jasmine, lavender, sandalwood, and camphor flower, and geranium, and fennel. Davana flower is also in it. Now you see that camphor, very powerful stuff. I'll save that for a part 2, but I'll give you real brief. You take pieces of that and you put it in the corners of your place, and it will help a lot. Some people, if you go by certain spiritual people, they'll have that water in a glass and they got the camphor in there. There's a reason for that, because that stuff will help keep away negative entities. You have the one for the heart chakra. This one have saffron, palm rose in it, and rose oil. This is for the heart chakra. The throat, very powerful, because this is supposed to help you with speaking. And again, for those people that when you speak, like, people get real annoyed around you, that's a gift you have. That's the damn repellent, you understand, to keep those damn haters and negative people away. So that's good, and it will only enhance more when you use stuff like this. Lavender, bergamot, kajeput, and sandalwood is in this one. This is for the throat chakra. Very, very important. A lot of people talk about that third eye chakra, but they don't really stress with that throat chakra. I'm noticing that. Like, I don't know if anybody watched like the Lord of the Rings or into that type of stuff. They was dropping a lot of spiritual stuff in there too. And when they thought it was the White Wizard, which was the bad guy, but it was really Gandalf, they said, "Yo, do not let him speak." When they was about to launch their attack, they was like, "Yo, don't let him speak, because if he speak, it's basically a wrap." Go watch that. When they went in the forest to find the other two hobbits that had gotten kidnapped by the orcs, and it was like, oh, they escaped into the forest. Gandalf, they end up meeting up with Gandalf, but they thought he was the White Wizard, the bad guy, because he had on white. They didn't know he elevated in his spirituality. And sure enough, they didn't even really get time to do what they had to do, because he spoke, made the sword get red hot. Like, all this stuff is possible, especially when you implement your prayers and you do certain things like this, because like Brother Rich said, you're out there constantly and you're under heavy attack. You're under heavy attack from unseen forces, and you're under heavy attack from actual forces. Then you're under attack by unseen forces and actual forces combined, because they use certain people as vessels to get at you, because some of them went through certain traumas in their life and all that. So this is some very powerful stuff we're dealing with here. This one, a lot of people like this, the third eye one. All right, this has jasmine, basil, lemon, camphor, eucalyptus. All right, these are the actual incense. All this is in the actual incense. And we have the one for the crown chakra. All right, very important. Frankincense, camphor, and myrrh is in this one. Again, we have the one that also triggers all of that stuff. All right, our next very good incense that I know to be excellent, go away evil. This go away evil, I can't stress how great this is. Go away evil incense. The name alone speaks for itself. Our next great one is dragon's blood incense. Dragon blood also enhances other herbs, and it's very, 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 very powerful for those people that have bad luck and they feel like, damn, somebody doing something spiritual on them, so they can't get to do nothing. They feel like jinx is in their life and whatnot. Dragon's blood. All right. Now, gave you water, gave you incense, gave you frequencies, gave you the oils. Now, let's get into the crystals. You have something called, certain crystals could help against negativity and help enhance your energy. Okay? One of my very, very favorites is hemimorphite. Get a good look at that. That's called hemimorphite. This will help you a whole lot. The spiritual vibration. Matter of fact, don't forget the Book of Stones. We also have this here at Nicholas as well, the Book of Stones. We have the revived version. Now, let's just touch on some of the stuff with hemimorphite real quick. All right, hemimorphite, light activation, aura balancing, emotional healing and communication, empathy, joy, channeling, and mediumship. All right, the element that it deals with is a storm element. Chakras: heart, which is fourth chakra; throat, which is the fifth chakra; third eye, which is the sixth chakra; crown, which is the seventh chakra. And you ready for this? This is the doozy. This is why I like this so much. And everybody I put up to this, especially when they're psychically in tuned, they see transpersonal and etheric. That's when you start dealing with those etheric chakras. The eighth and so as I was saying, this deals with transpersonal and etheric, eighth and above the head. Very, 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 very powerful crystal to deal with. That's hemimorphite, and we have it here at Nicholas. So I'll give you the spelling: HEMIMORPHITE. Next great one. Let me see if I could find it here. That's if it's in this version. Like I said, we have the revised version. All right, that's Fuchsite. I'm gonna give you the spelling: FUCHSITE. All right. Nope, not in this book. It's in the revived one. But I'm just gonna give you the breakdown on it anyway, since I know about it. You notice how it's shimmery in color, nice luster green, very good for keeping away negative energy and building up your energy as well. Everything I'm gonna show you is either gonna highly build up your energy or keep away negativity, or do both at the same time. Because once you build up more of that higher spiritual power, certain things ain't gonna be able to even come in contact with you. Our next great one, black tourmaline. Very powerful. Very, very powerful against negativity. You have the Tektite. Very, very powerful. Again, help keep away negative entities. These two black ones I just showed you is very powerful. A lot of people sleep on it, but for the people who know, you'll see them rocking Tektite. A great one is serpentine stone. Very, very good. Again, you could look these up. Let me see. They should have serpentine here. I'm making sure I give you as much as you get so you don't have to constantly go and run and get stuff. This is the next one that deals with the elements. Let me get the elements for you. Bear with me. Okay. Earth element. Access to spiritual history of the earth, connection with nature, Kundalini awakening. I don't even think I gotta go more on that one. Alright? That's serpentine. Alright, so we had the natural Tektite. Alright, one of my best favorites, Shungite. This stone is amazing. Shungite. You put this in water, you drink the water, yo, you gonna be buzzing. You wanna get a jolt out of negative ass people? Shungite. I ain't gonna go too much in on it. There's really nothing much to go in on it. Shungite is one of the best. I make sure I have my shungite on me all the time, along with jade. And that's what I'm gonna get into next. The jade. Everyone should have jade on them. Everybody should have a piece of jade. I'm going to repeat. Everybody should have a piece of jade. Because the spiritual vibration that it gives off, a lot of people like to call it the luck stone. It's a stone of luck. if you could call it that. If you want to, that's okay. But the real deal is it raised that vibration so hard, it does what it does. So people would be like, oh, I'm lucky. And I know because I have this jade. This car was supposed to hit me, this and that. If you want to call it lucky, you could call it that. But when you raise your vibration, certain things ain't supposed to be able to come around you. Keep them off. And if they do come around you, you will be able to fight because they have some high level stuff out there. And I'm talking about some high level negative energy people too. I don't need to go much into that. I'm sure the audience know about that, else they wouldn't even be listening into this. Rutilated quartz, or terminated quartz, some people call it. See the black lines in it, if you could see properly. I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can. Very, very, very excellent stone to have to help build you up and keep away negative energies. Next one, Herkimer diamond. It raises your frequency very high. But this is not the Herkimer. This is stronger than the Herkimer. This is the actual Pachymer diamond. As you can see, I have it encased. I had it encased in a cage. This one little diamond, very, 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 very powerful. All right, to help against negative energy, build up your spiritual awakening. And again, I tell people definitely say their prayers. I know a lot of people don't want to even deal with the Bible. I shouldn't say a lot, but it is a good amount. Don't want to deal with the Bible. But as far as I know, the way I help people that have a bunch of negative entities coming down on them, I mean coming down on them hard, I tell them read them Psalms. A lot of people tell me it works. So you definitely got to deal with the prayers and don't shy away from that. That's a lot of the problem with a lot of people. They feel, I don't know where in this culture have we start to learn that prayers is spooky. Prayers is being something that is like, oh, you're praying to a white man's God, this and that. I don't know where people get that from, because scientifically it's proven when you say in prayers over your food, how the vibrational energy of that food change. Down to where they have people on an aura camera and they saying their prayers and you're seeing that they aura brighten up. So you be the judge on that. And of course, monatomic gold. I already explained this. Just raise your vibration on high to back to with the frequency again to a certain amount of hertz. So when you raise your frequency again to a certain amount of hertz, nothing should be able to affect you. Now, I shouldn't say nothing should be able to affect you, because like I say, it has some real high stuff out there, but you will be spiritually prepared and able to take on that task, because God knows there's a lot of tasks out there to take on when it comes to this subject. And this is the liquid one. We also have the powdered one. Again, the calcium bentonite clay, it helps raise your vibration as well, detox you. That's the next thing that people don't do, Brother Rich. They don't fast. You should at least fast one day out of the week from 6 to 6 if possible, or whatever time works for you. But that fasting, you want to be on high, fast. And this is very good to help you to fast, because you get the minerals and stuff you need, and it cuts your appetite. So that's why it's great for losing weight as well. But you gotta fast. That's very, 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 very important. A lot of people don't fast, and it makes me wonder what's going on. Now, you'll have people that will say it'll be Hebrew, Kemetic, or whoever, and they'll look to say, oh, it's just, all this stuff is just about God or Satan, good and evil. And it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that, but people want to be stuck in certain mind states and frame, and that's a form of a negativity that's bringing them down, that they bring about on their own self. Or if they follow in certain groups or whatever, they become, victims to that. They might not feel that they're victims to that, but it is what it is. Next thing that's great to help build up your vibration. See, I'm making sure I get in everything that you should know. Vitamins. Vitamins is very good. Why? Because you could say it's like minerals as well. Vitamin C, excellent. Excellent for raising your vibration. When you start taking vitamin C on a regular, you'll notice your skin change. You have a glow with you, especially if you're taking it with the alkaline ionized water, because it takes it directly to the cells, cleaning out the cells, and just shoots what you need direct to the cells. That's why people who have cancer and all these different stuff, they've been known to go to certain places that does vitamin C shots, high doses and very high levels of vitamin C shots. It has some people, and you gotta be careful when you're doing this, where they would take so much vitamin C and like they start going into a trance state, believe it or not. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just letting you know this stuff is out there, and they have people that know this science and they do it. And when Brother Rich asked me to talk about it, I was a little iffy and leery to even talk about this type of stuff, because it have people that they make a living off of this or whatever, and they might find you mess up their money game, or they say like certain stuff you just ain't supposed to tell certain people. Believe it or not, there is still some secret societies out there. And some of the stuff I done told you I shouldn't even tell you, but I really don't give a damn, because I'm me and I know what I could do. So I know certain people need to know this to uplift themselves. And I'm tired of seeing our people constantly going through this stuff, and everybody's looking to say you're crazy. And it's people you hang around with, people in your family, and you're saying, yo, this negative stuff is happening to me. This negative entity is messing with me. Or this person, I know they got a demon on them. I be seeing a dark figure behind them. When I glance on the corner of my eyes, blah, blah, blah. People saying you're crazy. They'll say you're crazy. But you're not crazy. You're not. If you don't have the spiritual tools to fight them, I just gave you some very good spiritual tools, and I made stuff very easy, down to stuff you could take internally to raise your vibration. So there's really no excuse at the end of the day. Golden berries. The reason why I put this up here, because it's also very, 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 very extremely high in vitamin C. Golden berries. So if you want it as a snack, you might be like, yo, I just want to eat some golden berries. Eat these golden berries. Go research and look up certain tribes that eat golden berries, and you're going to see the stuff that they say and deal with. Golden berries is very good. All right, family. Okay, we're back. And you know, I couldn't let Rich do y'all like that, family. I couldn't let him end it like that. So I was like, Rich, they need to know about the organs, because you might say, well, damn, how do I set up a grid for stuff where people come in that field, like a booby trap? I'm going to show you how. One is the frequencies. You could have this playing on repeat and leave your house. Quick story, had this lady, gave it to, she left it on repeat. Now her daughter was wilding out. She was old enough, 25 or 26. Daughter wilding out, cursing her out, everything. She got the CDs from me. She had it for a week, and I told her, yo, leave it playing on repeat. That was like the Saturday. No, now this is the 6th day. She left it on repeat, and when she came home, her daughter was on the floor crying. The daughter was like, I don't know what it is. As soon as I walk in, I was overwhelmed with so much emotion, blah, 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 blah. And she was on the floor. I mean, tears. This is her telling me this story. Tears flowing out her eyes. And the moms kept playing the frequency all the time. And she noticed a big change in her daughter. That's why people use crystal sound bowls. Shout out to Sister Kafunya, because she deals with the crystal sound bowls. That helps with the vibration, like same way with the frequency. So you could get, that's a good way to set up a booby trap, as they say. Now, You might not be able to do that on your workplace. So how you get at them at your workplace? Rich, you could get a shot of this so the people could see. You get each one. These are argon generators. All right. I have to give a shout out to a very good friend of mine's, my homeboy, and that's brother Jeff Orgon. He showed me how to make some of the strongest, baddest argon generator. Jeff Orgon. These argons we have selling here at Nicholas, this was made by other dude though. And I always thought Jeff Orgon was the man. He showed me, so I know how to do this stuff. But this other brother, his stuff is great. Very great. You're going to have a pyramid. And if you got a locker and you're on the floor where you work or wherever it is, leave that sucker in your locker. And watch how the people start getting. Just leave them in your locker. Now, you might say, oh, the pyramid shapes is too big. Because, you know, I like it when it's in a pyramid shape. It gives out the energy. As you see, it got the gold shavings in this one. That's actual gold. They getting a good picture of this, brother Rich? You see how this tip, this one here, has the gold. And then the next layer of gold, it has the copper going around. Then more copper beads and have the different crystals inside. Very powerful. This one have the copper wrapped quartz with a studded pyramid point with the gold shaving. That's dealing with frequency. That's why I tell people definitely use the monatomic gold. Now this one right here, which is the a next argon generator, but it's a dome shaped one. All right, this one right here, you could take this and put it in your drawer. For those people that might say, well, oh, I got one little slide out drawer, it's small, get this. And I guarantee you, family, I guarantee you, you're gonna see a difference. You're gonna see a huge hell of a difference. You see some of these crystals I talked about, like this hemimorphite. You make a argon generator with hemimorphite and let's say some moldavite and throw in some Pacoma diamonds. You're gonna watch how quick people start getting fired. All them negative people. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you what it is. When Jeff first told me about it, I was like, yeah, bro, I was a little skeptical. But I know about this stuff. I know you could have certain oils to do that and whatnot. But I was like, damn. I know even Crystal's does that. But he showed me how to put certain oils in the argon generator. How to make the Mobius coil so the frequency could go stronger. Jeff Orgon, he is no joke with this stuff. And I'm telling you, these argons is no joke with what they dealing with. Down to the point where you could take certain prayers, certain psalms, and write it down, and then put it in the argon generator with the crystals and everything else. Because everything is a frequency. Everything is a frequency. Don't ever forget that. Now, I want to show you what your aura should be like when you apply these signs. You always hear people talk about, oh, the ethers, the ethers, the ethers, the ethers, but yet they ain't really showing nothing. So you're like, what the hell are you talking about ethers? I'm going to show you what ethers supposed to look like when you start dealing with etheric chakras that they talk about. And these are aura pictures. You could go get your aura picture done. The Polaroid is the best one. Don't deal with that damn digital crap. That's what I'm going to call it, because that's what it is. They getting a good picture of this brother Rich. A lot of people go take their aura. You could see their face and everything. This one, you could barely see me in the picture. Barely. That's how your aura should be. If you notice, they have turquoise in there. That's when you start dealing with etheric chakras. It got some colors in there which, if you really pay attention, I don't even know what to name those colors, because I haven't seen colors like that before until I took an aura picture. All right, and this one was done in 2011, November 2011. All right, so I'm gonna show you how long I've been doing this. Here's the next one. And don't believe that your aura change every 28 days. No, your aura, if you're doing what you got to do, your aura should be changing every day or every 2 days. This one is from since March 2012. This one is more recent. This is from October 2015. And that's why we're looking to get the aura camera here at Nicholas, so people could go there, because these Asians, when you go to them, they trying to charge you a damn arm and a leg to take a freaking aura picture, and then try to overcharge you with some damn crystals and whatnot. Nah, ain't gonna be happening to my family. This is the next one from 2011. This one is March 2011. Okay, now for people that don't get proper sleep, if you notice over here, you notice you could, all over here you could hardly see me, but when it comes here, you're starting to see a faded out version of me right there. That's because lack of sleep. And the lady, when she was reading the aura picture, she was spot on. She knew what she was talking about. Our next one. And again, this is what your aura should start looking like. Now this one, it was done in 2011 as well. I'm going to show you the orbs, the 3 orbs that was on the side of the photo. I don't know if they get a good view of this, Brother Rich. Are you seeing the 3 yellow orbs on the side of the photo? It should be on this side right here. 3 yellow orbs. Actually, golden. When you start doing this stuff and you think these negative, bad vibration people going to be able to come around you. I've seen people with negative and bad energies that took aura pictures before, and it ain't pretty. This one was taken in 2014. This is when I felt like I was under certain spiritual attacks, because there's a lot of haters out there. And I'm not just saying that to say, oh, I got haters. It's real deal. And I was like, yeah, I got something for them. And I started drinking that same alkaline ionized water, praying over the water as well. So saying my prayers and drinking that water. And this was the results. See how deep, rich, purple, indigo colors is in there? Like royalty. That's what's supposed to be done. And this is January 2014. This is the next one from October 11th. When I say 11, I mean the year 2011. Alright? Now, bear with me. I want to show you the first one that I ever took. And again, people, I'm showing you this stuff for a reason. This is not something to be taken lightly. This is something you should... Okay, this one, real quick, is the perfect example of indigo... Not indigo, I'm sorry. Etheric chakras. This one was taken in 2012. You see them colors? You decipher those colors for yourself. And shout out to my brother Pete, because certain things that I told him to do, he went and took an aura picture and he saw how his energy was, and I told him certain things to do, and I used them for a lecture to show that, oh, it's not just me. Everybody could reach this status, and it's very easy, especially if you say in your prayers. It's very, very easy. You go to the next one. This was in also January 2012. This is stuff the people need to see. Because a lot of people hear about this stuff, but they don't know that this stuff actually exists. Now, I'm just going to show you one more. I want to get the first one that I ever had. You can pause it. Again, people, this is one from 2013. January 2013. This is one from the 6th month 2010. Now this one I'm about to show you, which I'm going to look to make the last one, is the first one I ever took. And a lot of people, like the ones who normally take my aura pictures, they know what to expect. But the first time I ever went there, or if it's somebody new in the spot, they be shocked. And they'll say straight up, not everybody come in here will have an aura like that. They'll say it's very rare. But I'm telling you, if you apply these stuff that I'm telling you, and especially I'm going to stress them prayers, saying your psalms, and I'm saying psalms because I know which highly works. You'll see a difference. This is the first one that I ever took. This is the 6th month 2008. When you start seeing that big ball of bright light, look like I got a damn afro in there, right? That's what you need to achieve. When you start achieving stuff like this, your aura looking like this, that's when you notice these negative entities, energies, whatever it is, have to back off. They have no choice. All right? I'm going to show that one more time. And if you really pay attention, you see from where my heart, where the heart chakra is, have two rays coming out. Like two beam of light. All right? When the lady saw this, I never forget. When she first, because, you know, it's Polaroid, so you got to peel it off. And she did that. She was like, whoa! Like, it was so loud. It was unbelievable. It had people up in there. And she called the other ladies to come see. And they were shocked. To the point where they thought it was a mistake with their camera. And so they took the other person that was in live for the aura picture, and they saw how their aura come out. It was like, no, the camera's not messed up. Like, this is really his aura. So, like I said, all these others I done took when people go, when it's like new people in the area and they see how the aura picture look, they be shocked. They be so surprised because they're not accustomed seeing that. And I'm saying, if we're the people, we're supposed to be the chosen ones of this planet. We're supposed to be the ones that know what we're doing. This is stuff we need to start getting into. We got to stop calling it spookism. And this goes for Hebrews. This goes for Muslims. This goes for Egyptologists. This goes for everybody. Because especially those, even the Christians, all those I just mentioned, they talk about all this stuff in their doctrine, but yet they don't apply it. They don't use it. And then when people come out and try to explain it and apply it, oh, these spookies, this is that. One last thing I want to end on. Please, please, please support Brother Rich. You like the videos that Brother Rich give you? Send him, that's what I'm about to say. Send him a donation to his PayPal. Come on now. Brother Rich really goes out the way. He asked me to do this. Brother Rich could tell you. At one point, I had stopped to do all this. Because I get tired of the people saying they're about this. And they ain't really not. And Brother Rich is like, yo, Joel, you can't be that way, man. You have the information you got to give the people and whatnot. And he goes out his way to bring this to the people. Not every time you got to complain. He might do some stuff that you find that you might not like. And it's simple stuff. Oh, the video should be longer, this and that. Okay, but what he give you, take that, and it's great information. Donate to the Underground Railroad. Donate to Brother Rich, because he makes sure he does what the graphics and the music in the background. That stuff take time. All right? Like, I do this, people call me, I talk to them real quick, I let them know whatever information they got to know. We're doing this basically at the kindness of our hearts. Again, 570 Fulton Street. We're here at Nicholas. Any of the stuff you want to get, we have it selling here. You could check out nicholasbrooklyn.com. That's the website. Or you could call. I always got to give, because we have different numbers, so I like to give people the main line where they could actually connect. So let me just give that to you real quick. All right. The number is 718-858-4400. That's 718-858-4400. Again, donate to Brother Rich. And we're also here in Brooklyn. A lot of times you could find Brother Rich here. You know, he have a lot of good interviews here, and certain people that you won't see on other platforms. And he makes sure he put them out there because he have the right mind. He know what's up and what the people definitely need to see, because he is part of the people, for the people, and dealing with the people. So I got to give him that shout out. I must. Because that's the problem that adds into negativity. We don't like to give people credit. A lot of times we'll say, oh, it's the same crap. Props, credit. They say, oh, I'm not going to boost up that person's ego. I'm not going to do this and that. You is a damn hater if you say that. You know the person is doing stuff good. Like, you'll have some stuff, and I guarantee you'll have people watch this video and they will come with so much hate, because there's a lot of agents out there. Now, I know that be getting tossed around, but it's true. And they don't want to see people bring out this information, and they don't want certain people that have a platform to put this information out. Like, come on now. This is what it is. This is where it's at. So I want to thank y'all for listening. Big up to the Underground Railroad. Big up to Brother Rich. And that's it. Any questions you got for me, Rich, that you think the people might want to know? Oh, I did it. Okay.
That's it. All right. You gave them more info, right?
Yeah, I gave them the info, like I said. Oh, real quick, we're going to have a part 2, because a lot of people have been requesting for the part 2 with the indigos. We're going to have a part 2 of that. We're going to have the part 2 with the different foods. And we definitely could have a part 2 with this as well, because I didn't even get into the candles yet. Light the different candles and whatnot, because there's so much information, and like I said, because of time. So again, peace, family. Have a good one.
Peace.
You want to see him? You want to see him? Hey, yeah!